All the attention, of course, on Maurizio Sarri at the moment and his decision coming up this weekend. Does he go back to Kepa in goal, do you think?
I expect he will, Adrian, but then take this with a grain of salt because I expected him to play Kepa on Wednesday as well. There's no question which of the two is the better goalkeeper. Even though it took him 3 attempts, Kepa did eventually issue an apology. He got sat down for a game which, let's face it, if Chelsea lose that game and the fans turn on Sarri the way they did with their performance against United, it would have been Sarri's last game, quite possibly. So I think hopefully that message gets to Kepa that, this guy was willing to kind of sacrifice his chance at keeping his job because he wanted to send the message that, he's not going to deal with insubordination. Hopefully this matter, from Chelsea's perspective, this matter really is passed, and Kepa will be in there for the short trip up the Fulham Road to Fulham.
It is a short trip, but nothing is normal at Chelsea. Craig,
well, it should be passed. This saga, and it was a short saga, should be passed, and it was dealt with quite symbolically. To be quite frank, the PR there was not good. However, I'm like Gab. I don't know if he's going to play or not. I don't know. I mean, I kind of sensed that. I thought Kepa would be dropped, and he was. And I think maybe Caballero, because of the opponents, might get another game because Fulham was struggling. But who knows? But you just get the feeling at the moment that every game at the moment could be the last for Sarri. We just don't know because you get the good result against Tottenham, very good result against Tottenham. Now you go to Fulham at Craven Cottage, you're absolutely expected to go there and win because of their trials and tribulations. And in some sense, the pressure is back on again. I mean, it's just not going to go away at the moment for Sarri because Arsenal are getting results, because United continue to get results, and because Chelsea are still sitting 6. And for Abramovich, that's a problem.
You've been in a manager, Stevie. You've been in this position, having to choose between 2 keepers. What would you do? I mean,
play the best goalkeeper.
Yeah,
he should have played the other night as well. Absolute nonsense the fact he didn't play. I think Sarri's gotten away with it because he gets a win. But if he decides to play Caballero again at the weekend, and Caballero makes a mistake, which he has in him all the time, then basically what he's doing is he's putting himself before the team. At the end of the day, your job as a coach is to win games for your owners, for your supporters, and for your players. And you put the best team on the field to win. Yeah. And if he doesn't do that, then again, he's gambling, because I thought he gambled the other night, but he got away with it.
Manchester, England. Manchester United caretaker boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer promised not to throw away the chance to win the FA Cup to focus on the fight for the top 4 of the Champions League. United are battling Tottenham, Arsenal and Chelsea for a place in the Champions League spots and face a tough task in the quarterfinals of this season's competition after being drawn against Barcelona. Sky Sports pundit Gary Neville suggested Liverpool would be aided in their title fight with Manchester City if they went out of the Champions League early. But ahead of the trip to Wolves in the FA Cup, live on Saturday at 3:55 p.m. ET on ESPN+, Solskjaer has sided with Jurgen Klopp and said he will not be prioritizing one competition over another. The more games you win, the more confidence you breed, the more hunger there is in the players, Solskjaer told a news conference on Friday. Every single game that you win puts another layer on that, on the way to becoming the team that we want to be. So I don't agree with Gary Neville when he says that teams should go out of this and this to focus on that. Should United win at Molineux on Saturday night, it would take Solskjaer's record as manager to 15 wins from 19 games. Despite being heavy favourite to land the job full-time, the club are yet to make an official announcement, although Solskjaer is now openly talking about planning for the summer transfer window, including links with Real Madrid winger Gareth Bale, whose future is uncertain following Zinedine Zidane's return to the Bernabeu. I can't really comment on Gareth Bale or specific players because they're property of other clubs, but we should look for quality players, definitely, and players who could improve us as a team, said Solskjaer. There's so many factors you need to think about when you sign players. It's easy when you're in the media or when you're a supporter, you can think short term. We've got to think about the longevity as well, who's going to fit in personality-wise. So there's so many things that we need to think about. United and Solskjaer have a month to wait before restarting their Champions League campaign when Lionel Messi and Barcelona visit Old Trafford on April 10th. The Spanish Giants are one of the favorites to lift the trophy in Madrid in May, but Solskjaer, who will return to the scene of his most famous United goal in the second leg at the new camp on April 16, says the 3-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes is proof they can beat anyone. I think we've shown against PSG that on any given day we can beat a top team, said Solskjaer. There's so many variables and these games will be decided by margins. So yes, we can go all the way, but you've got to be lucky and good along the way. The confidence in the players, it's sky high. And the mood is good, the training attitude is good, so hopefully we can keep that run going.